You're right, guys. I thought I've got time, so I'll do it. I'm hearing though for a lot of you. I'm hearing hang fire, Hannah, the name Hannah, or Hanoi Hannah, or I'm very annoyed. Hang fire, something to do with a hangman and a fire sign. Something to do with the Pisces and a fire, Pisces and fire. Putting something in a fire is what I keep hearing. So something to do with fire, 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 fire. A fire drill. Okay, something about smoke being put in underneath a door. Okay, so I thought I would do these because I've been picking up some messages, and I thought I'd do a collective channel and also some tarot card stuff for collective reading. But I keep hearing hold fire because there's a fire blanket, like someone's, like I keep saying, like something smouldering, okay, and a fire blanket, and then smoke coming under a door, a bit like backdraft. Okay, backdraft. They keep saying like someone's definitely coming back into your energy, but they keep saying that hang fire, before you go and do this, before you make a silly mistake around a fire sign, think first. Think before you look. Like look, listen. Something's around a Cancerian or a 7. Okay, stop, look, listen. Before you go and do something, think first. Think before you do it. So if you've never seen my channel before, I'm going to channel some messages collectively, and then I'm going to try and work out what it is, and then we're going to look into an actual reading for people, okay, but collectively. So the reason why I want to do it is because I keep hearing about this smouldering, this smolder, like smothering energy, or like a mothering energy, and something to do with a mother and a child, and a mother and a child. But I don't know what the message is that's coming through, like I said, around this smoke coming under a door, because I'm picking up the old smoke. So something to do with around like London, maybe London area or London, UK, and something coming under a door, because I keep seeing like it going like coming back out, like this, like smoke. So I keep picking up like a backdraft, or like a fireman, or a fire drill. Okay, so I don't know if this is like really serious for anybody. I don't know, but like they keep saying fire sign and water sign, and look out for the signs because someone's on their way back. Okay, so obviously a lot of you're going to have like this, well, they keep saying like a tower energy, but also like judgment, because they keep saying that someone's on their way back and something is going to be posted under someone's door. Okay, post it under the door. Post it and send it back. Post and send it back. Something around a ghost. Elijah? But like, post the ghost. This kind of like this smoke or this ghost coming underneath this door. Under the door. Smoky doors. Smoking door. They keep saying like a physical door smoking. Like someone's house, like smoke and mirrors, but like smoke on someone's door or something like that, or knocks on someone's door, like a fire sign's door, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and someone ends up knocking at someone's door. Okay, but like I'm picking up like a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The old smoke and mirrors is what I'm hearing. The old smoke and mirrors. Somebody's playing also with mirrors is what they're saying, like playing with mirrors, like you're playing with fire. Like somebody keeps playing with matches, and they keep playing with fire. So I don't know if your children or anyone like that is playing with fire. Because I'm hearing like you're playing with fire, like you're on real rocky ground, dodgy ground. I keep picking up on someone walking on coals, or the name Nicole Kidman, or Kidnapped. You see, this came up in a reading, right? So this is collectively. I haven't really done this before, but I thought, why not? Let's give it a go. So something around kidnapped, and I picked it up in one of my actual readings, and it was to around Aquarian, I think, and it was like, and it's kind of like somebody, like this ether that goes. See, again, man, I keep picking up, like, now I'm picking up like a substance of ether, or something that is very flammable, like a liquid of something that's like really flammable, like, but it's kind of like it pastes on, like, because they even did that in the film, right, which was like backdraft, right, and it's like this paste being like put on something that's like really flammable, like this paste. So be careful around glue or paste or something like that, because they keep getting me to look at like the film Backdraft, okay, and something that comes under the door, but they keep saying like a sticky paste or a sticky note, sick note. Someone from Scotland. Sick note. A sick note. A signal. Like a signal. Like I'm trying to give you a signal. I mean, is this someone literally sending smoke signals to someone and just think that they can pick it up? I don't know. Like, I'm asking, like, I just think that you can pick it up. I just think that you can come and pick it up. This is probably going to confuse people. I haven't really tried collectively channeling because it'd be quite difficult. Anyway, I'm going to stick with the main things here. Something is like a post-it note or a sticky note, or the name Vicky. Okay, and like, can you post it under the door? But for some strange reason, I keep picking up like what I really want to stick with. Like I said, I want to stick something. Like I want to pin it on you like a fire, and I want to pin it on you to say that you did it. Like a sticky stick. I want to stick something on you. Like plant something on you. Like plant evidence. Plant evidence. Planting fire. Like, are these like fire, sunflower seeds? Sunflower seeds? Is it around Leo's? Leo? Around a Leo that's playing with fire and playing with matches. Or candles. Like candles. Be careful if you have a lot of candles, okay, and you have matches and stuff like that around, like, in your door. So I don't know if I'm ever really going to do this anymore, to be honest. I don't know why I keep picking up on like a fire and something sticking here. Like trying to pin evidence on someone or something sticking. Like I need to make this stick like glue. Like it has to stick, like a sticky paste. And it has to stick. Because it's kind of like someone keeps putting something up on a wall, but it keeps dropping down, is what I keep picking up. Like someone plasters something on a wall, and then it falls down, and then they stick it up on a wall, and then it falls down. So what is this? Something that's sticky, but it doesn't stick, it falls down. That's some kind of quote, right? If it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean, what is it, shit? Is it Reggie Watts? like a fuck shit stack? Like, let's just stack it all up and pile it all up and see if it sticks, like all this evidence. Some of you could really be going to court. Like I said, you could be going to court, and this is a lot of stuff that is like evidence is just piling up and piling up and piling up. But, I mean, probably a lot of you have clicked off by now, but there was this in the Aquarian reading, and it was around a body of evidence that just keeps like appearing up, like there's more evidence and there's more evidence and there's more evidence and there's more evidence and then more and more and more. And it's a bit like, because I think Aquarian had this person's very violent, okay, and the police should be involved, okay. But I keep picking up that because I said in that reading that, you know, you don't really need a tarot card reader, what you need is the police, okay. And I think some of those main messages here are coming through as that, where it's like this evidence just seems to keep piling up and piling up and piling up and piling up. Because I keep seeing like someone that gets into work and there's a whole tray of like evidence, like there's a whole tray of stuff for someone to go through, and they go through all this paperwork, and every time they get in they look at it and it's like stacking up, okay, like a pile of evidence or a pile of paper, and it just keeps. That's why I'm saying there's something here around a fire and about like a pile of paper being burnt or something like that, and someone's trying to like get rid of evidence and like have a fire and burn all of these pieces of paper. So I don't know what that's for, so be very careful around like a door, around smoke going under a door, and trying to cover up some sort of like get all these pieces of paper and set fire to these pieces of paper. Because they're saying be careful, especially if any of you are doing all of this weird stuff, like sending pieces of paper up to the moon and stuff like that, right? Because they're saying be careful around that, because they're saying be careful what you wish for here. So you could have a witch somewhere up in here. I don't know, because I keep seeing like these pieces of paper being burned. Okay, something, oh, okay, tinfoil, okay, now, so this could take ages. This is why I don't know if this is a good idea. You see, drugs. Somebody here could gouge out through drugs and actually cause a fire where they live. Because I'm picking up like a drug addict or someone that's on heroin. Because I keep picking up like a silver spoon and that came out for a Pisces reading and something else where I said nicotine stains on my fingers, I got swollen hand blues. But in that actual song, it was I got a silver spoon and a chain. Okay, so silver spoon, or the name silver, but like a silver spoon would be someone that's like burning evidence, or like burning something, or something like this, or like something to do with like a burning desire. What do you desire? Lucifer Morningstar, so something to do with around Aquarius, but like so an 8, Leo Aquarian. But like actually physically, like, because I keep seeing like a piece of tin foil or somebody that's heating something up, like with a Bunsen burner, or like, well, let's stick with the main messages here before they get slightly lost. Something around Virgo, okay, but like a silver spoon and like heating up heroin or something like that, okay, and then once they've had it, they could gouge out, which is what we call gouge out. That's normally like when you're like that and you can't like, you can't wake up, you can't think or anything like that, okay, and then like somebody like through being comatose and all that sort of stuff ends up setting fire. But the strange message is now is coming through as like in a coma or from chroma, or is like this, like ends up getting knocked out unconscious, gets knocked unconscious through something, because there's some very strange messages around my channeling at the moment that I've been doing for the star signs, and it really feels like that someone ends up having this like thing put over their mouth and being told to shut up and don't say anything about this evidence, or don't say anything. Like, I told you not to say anything, didn't I? I told you not to go over there. I told you not to say anything about this evidence. It's like Evie or Devi or Stevie or Evie or Stevie, but like I told you something in confidence, and I told you not to go and like blur all of this out. Like whatever it was that I told you in confidence. I told you not to go and do that, but you did. You went and done it. So something to do with Dun, the name Dun, or Dan, or Devil, and something to do around a Capricorn. But like all this evidence seems to keep piling up on a person and like crashing in on a person. Crashing in. Okay, I keep hearing crash course though. Take a crash course. But like a pile of evidence. They keep saying this evidence just keeps piling up on this person, and just keeps like laying it into this person, like just keeps like putting more evidence and more work onto someone, and just like the evidence just seems to really be piling up, where that someone's probably just about to kick the door in. So this really could be anything that is, like I said, illegal, okay, and this evidence is like, this is kind of like police that could be doing some sort of like evidence behind the scenes, and then all of a sudden someone ends up kicking the door in, and that's the door, right? It's like smoke. It's kind of like surveillance, like being under surveillance, and like a drug den or something like that, named Den or Dan or Do or anybody beginning with D, but like, or Devil or something. But like this evidence just keeps piling up, and I think that there is something here of around like police cameras and surveillance. Okay, police cameras and surveillance came out through some of my actual tarot readings in star signs. Okay. And like this pile of evidence that seems to be piling up, and the police are just about to like, it's kind of like that they're listening and watching a certain drug den or something like that, or they keep saying Den or Dennis or Denise or Denny or something like that, but they keep watching this evidence piling up and noticing all of these things. But for some of this, like I said, this is the police. They're watching someone, okay, and they're just about to like kick the door in and like raid someone, because I keep hearing raiding, or David, or like David, or raid, like a drugs raid or something like that. Yeah, kick the door in. Kick the door in. So, like I said, the main message there really, I mean, you know, if people deal drugs, yeah, I can't stop that, because the evidence is there already. Like, this is being watched already, because I'm hearing, like, I'm already watching it. Like, I'm already seeing this evidence, like, unfold already. So, there's this message here, though, around this person that might be taking, like, heroin or something like that. And this person could end up, like, gouging out or something, and end up setting fire to the couch. To the sofa. Okay. So be very careful around those. Well, if you know anybody that takes drugs or alcohol, or anybody that's been in prison, and say if they've been in prison and they've not used for a very long time, and they've been in prison, they've not used for a very long time, okay, and they come out and they can suddenly start using again, then, you know, and you've got them at your house or your home, then be very careful around someone using that substance in your house, because then your house then will be watched by surveillance. Okay, here we go. So like surveillance now, what they're saying is that surveillance is going to be watching a person with police. So if you know anybody that's kind of like been in and out of prison or anything like that, okay, they're saying that the surveillance officer, okay, because this came out a while ago, is under surveillance, which means that this person that comes out of prison, they're watching this person because it might have something to do with drugs. Because if you've got this person in your house, then they're saying that there's something around being surveyed in like a surveyor, okay, in Savannah, the name's Savannah or Hannah, okay, in Savannah or Hannah. But yeah, like drugs, like in this house, the name Hannah, wow, I actually know a Hannah, but like in this house, and this house has been coming up through this deck actually, here, that I've been using. This house, there's something about this house, okay, and like there's got somebody in it that shouldn't be in it, like somebody's trying to like they've asked them to come over the house, but they shouldn't be in the house. Because that person's got like the police on their tail, like a Leo or something, or an Aquarian involved, but like they've got the police on their tail, and it's being surveyed about what this person's next move's going to be. Because if they've been a very dodgy character in the past, it feels like that there's good activity of drugs and alcohol or stuff, well not alcohol, but like drugs there, and the fact that you could end up having your door kicked in because you're basically protecting someone from that. So it's involving you, is what they're saying. It's involving you. Or alchemy in you? What on earth is that? She won't be going through that. But it's involving you. It's evolving. Or Yvette. The name Evie or Yvette. And it's evolving. Okay, but it's changing. The thing. Stephen? But like, sorry, because they're like, it's going to be difficult collectively channeling. But like, because I have never done this really before, apart from when I've done like piles. See, again, something is piling up. Like I keep picking up like this energy being piled up, like it keeps stacking up, and this pile of evidence just keeps, like something like illegal is happening, and this evidence just keeps stacking up and piling up and piling up, where they're basically what we call in the UK is that we're just about to throw the book at you. Like we're just about to literally throw the book at you, which means that they are kind of like building a case on somebody, right? They're building a case on someone, okay? And it is piling up and piling up and piling up. And when they've got enough evidence, this is when they're physically going to come crashing through the door and then take this person. Because this evidence, I feel, has been fed back to the federal police department, okay? And they're kind of like fully aware of like the movements and the activity of this person. Now this could be on tag or on a tracking device, but they're fully aware of the activity, and they actually have something on somebody, okay? And this evidence that they have is being picked up and picked up as it goes along, and they are literally just about to get through their caseload and physically throw the book at somebody here. Somebody is also just about to be thrown out of a house as well. Because a lot of these energies of what I'm channeling at the moment seems to be around, like I said, being thrown out. Like oh man, see, it's going to get... Is this thrown out of court? Thrown out the house. Some of you are looking to throw someone out your house. Like you live with this, but I mean, it could even be a paradox where you watch this and you're like, you know what, I'm going to get rid of it. Like I'm going to get rid of this person. I'm going to tell them to leave and get out. Because there could be some very dodgy energy. If any of you like are really been considering that something in your house is not supposed to be happening in your house, right? Or somebody that lives in your house that's doing something very illegal and they shouldn't really be doing that, you really might be considering kicking this person out, okay, kicking the person out. because, well, it's probably a good job that I've done these readings, right? Because they're saying that this person could well be doing something devious in the house, okay? And that you might find that they're doing, I don't know, drugs or something illegal, okay? Or running like a business in the house, or like something like that, or doing something like punting, running, like to and from a house, okay? Like doing an illegal business from the house, doing an illegal business from the house, which would mean like buying and selling things from the house. But I really picked that up as like, you know, police like kind of stuff, because they keep saying police, surveillance police, and like a police officer. They keep saying police officer. Okay, unless you are one and you're watching and you're just about to pounce on someone and you're getting through your caseload. Okay, but the main message here, guys, is that if you live with anybody that's kind of like doing drugs or like anything like that, and you've been feeding this information to the police for quite some time, it feels like that this evidence is just being built up, like someone's like building a case on a person, but they're just waiting for that one major thing where it would be like, okay, we've got loads of what do you call them in America? In Britain we don't, but like a misdemeanor, something that's really not that important. But all of those non-important things, they're all building up to being a case of like, we're just waiting for you to do one thing where it's going to lead to where we can just throw the book at you, because we'll have like, I don't know, 5 misdemeanors or whatever y'all call them, or 10 misdemeanors. And then physically, once we've got those, it just takes one thing, and like once, twice, 3 times and you're out, right? So I think you have that in America, right, where you get 1 chance, 2 chances, 3 chances, and you're in prison. Okay, so if this person has just got out of prison and they've gone back to their old ways and doing their old ways, if they are doing that, then the police are watching them. Okay, so they really need to sort themselves out here, because I'm hearing like I need sorting out, which means that someone's desperate. Okay, and when my spirit is saying that when you're desperate is when you will make a silly mistake. If you do anything out of being extremely desperate, you're going to make a silly mistake, and there's going to be this like where it first started off was think before you act, right? So I'm picking up fact now. Now fact here is actually, they used to call it the CDT, but like the drug place, right? Community drug team. Okay. CDT, community drug team, but they ended up starting to call it fact, I think it was. Okay, so they're saying that, yeah, something to do with, like I said, something to do around facts, or Halifax, someone from Halifax, or has a Filofax of evidence on someone, Filofax. And I've got someone on speed dial, is what I'm hearing, speed dial. Or someone's taken like speed balls, like speed whiz, or whatever you'll call it. Well, I was going to do one of these, but I think I'm going to actually leave it at that. But if you want more like collective channeling, what do you think? If you think that it's a good idea, I'll do a little bit more at some point. But the main message is there, like I said, for you. There is something here around being surveyed, Savannah or Hannah, okay, and someone keeping an eye on a house. Now, if there's illegal activity going on in this house, it's being watched. The specific house is being watched, okay? And it's probably because there's illegal activity there. So that's obviously not going to relate to everybody. So messages might change for some of you, but my spirit will pretty much tell me the main ones, okay? So surveillance, police, being watched, cameras, and illegal activity of a case being built up that they're just about to throw the book at somebody. Okay, so that's what I've got for you guys. If you like it, if you want me to continue on with this, if you're new to this, you found it and you're new, then check out the channel, okay, because you'll realise that I'm a psychic medium and I channel messages, okay. So, you know, if you're very new and you're up to a couple of the fish and all that sort of stuff, you'll probably see it very differently, okay. But give it a try, you don't know, but like, you know, check out the channel. But yeah, that's a message for you guys, so I thought I'd throw that out there, see what you think. If you like more of this, let me know in the comments section and I'll see what about doing some more for you, okay? Alright guys, thanks very much, I'll see you soon.